Welcome everyone, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today I bring you another gacha game, this one called Snowbreak, a third-person shooter gacha game that has left quite a good impression on me. In this game you're a super important boss figure who is dying from emotional brain cancer and being haunted by a ghost lolly. You partner up with women to fight the enemies of the world. The poor. Gameplay-wise, you're able to pick a team of 3 characters at the start of each mission. There are a few weapon types, like the sniper. Bonk. 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 I found my favorite weapon already. The shotgun. The gun. Who else? I have no idea what's going on. The assault rifle. And a submachine gun. Where is he? There you go. Get out of here. Throughout the level, you have abilities and ultimates, as well as support skills, and being able to switch between your allies. I'll be honest, I'm not much of a shooter fan, but I did find the gameplay to be quite immersive and enjoyable. It feels nice to snipe the enemies from afar, mow down waves upon waves with a rifle and submachine, and getting nice and personal with a shotgun. Not too sure about the gun though. I did find the difficulty level also to be non-existent. Like, seriously, I don't need to dodge here. As for the story, it's serviceable. I'm not going to say that it's groundbreaking or amazing. You've seen plenty of stories in gacha games like this. There's some clear issues with the pacing as well as character exposition. Perhaps the worst part about it is the amount of technical gargle. I understand that the setting is military futuristic, so there's going to be a lot of technical gargle, but it's an issue that makes the story extremely heavy and exhausting to go through. I feel like the story would have been greatly aided by having voice acting, as it would make all the technical gargle a lot easier to digest. That said, I will admit, the story was good enough to keep me curious about what happens next, so definitely there's something good here in the story. As for the characters, you've probably already noticed it. The style is strange. Everyone has this plastic doll looking appearance, which in the start is a bit jarring, but you quickly get used to it, as most of the time you're not even looking at the characters, you're looking at the targets. Other than that, I would say the character designs are a bit lackluster and boring. Not all of them, mind you. There's a few that I found surprisingly good looking or unique, but it's definitely lacking that wow factor that other gun-related gacha games have. Heck, most of the NPC villains have way better designs than the characters you can get. Well, hello there. Oh my. That is a design. As for the gacha aspect, it's within expectations. There's character, weapon banners. One thing I will note that I didn't really like is that higher rarity characters are just upgraded versions of lower rarity characters, which in my opinion takes away the special feeling you normally get when getting the highest rarity characters. This means that although the roster will show you a total of 18 collectible characters, in reality the game has only 12 different characters at the moment, 6 of these 18 being upgraded versions of already existing characters. There's also another feature regarding support units that you can attach to your characters, but I haven't unlocked that yet, so I'll refrain from commenting about it. Now, let's move on to the interesting feature and the feature that motivated me to making this video, the base mechanic. Like many other gachas, this game features a hub area where you can interact with the characters you collected. However, while most gachas have it chibified, simplified, or dumbified, this gacha pushes that idea further and attempts to make a full 3D base that you can walk around and then you can deploy your favorite characters into their own rooms and then give them gifts that will be used to decorate those rooms. Now, it's important to point out that this section of the game is still relatively bare bones. You can't really interact with them outside of giving them gifts or seeing their stories. In addition, not every character is available to be added to the base, something which will be added over time. However, I think that there's a really good idea here. Look, hub areas are not new in gacha games. The most are extremely simplified, or when not simplified, they feel more like a meeting place rather than an area where people live in. But this one is just scratching that surface of what gacha games might become in the future. Imagine, in a few years, a gacha game with 3D areas that you could roam around, customize to your heart's desire, drop in your favorite characters, and then your characters can interact with their surroundings. So while it is bare bones, I really am looking forward to what this gacha game has in store, as well as future gacha games in the future. So I would recommend you to check this out and give it a try. The gameplay is fun, the story is interesting even though it's a bit heavy, the character designs are good enough, and most importantly, the base feature is really interesting, and I really can't wait to see what is done with this in the future of this gacha.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, no, not 4 yet. 4, 5.